Welcome to my channel. In this video I will be changing a damaged radiator on a Raptor 700. I'm going to start taking the plastics off with the front first. 2 Allen key bolts there. And that lifts up. A couple of clips around the side. Just comes away like that. This piece held on by the screw rivets, little plastic ones. And a couple of clips at the top. Don't forget to unclip the wire. You have to take off that piece of plastic so you can get to the bolt underneath it. Just under the guard, behind the headlight, is that bolt there. Just same on the other side. And there's this bolt here, it has an Allen key on the other side. There's one of these on the other side as well, just under the guard, same position. Same with the top one. And this is on the other side. This side doesn't have a headlight from the same crash that wrecked the radiator. To take the seat off, there's a clip just near the tail light. Of course you need them 2 bolts there to get part of plastic off, and you need to get to the black rivets. These washers have a little piece underneath that goes through and holds both plastics together. Take the fuel cap off. Put the fuel cap back on, just to stop any dirt or anything getting in the fuel tank. You have to undo the plug for the gauge, little instrument panel at the front here. The gauge side of the plug is clipped onto the plastics, which makes it a bit awkward to unplug. When you're lifting the plastics, you need to come up over the top of the reverse knob there. Make sure the back bit unclips, because there are clips on, 1 clip on each side. Then you lift it up and forward. Making sure you're not caught on any wires. I'm going to take the lower radiator hose off to drain some of the coolant out. The coolant is not that old, so I'm not going to do a complete flush. It is just there. clamp out of the way. Give the hose a wiggle and a twist. The top one. There's another one into the back. Need a pair of pliers to undo that one. I've got 2 bolts on the front and a little peg thing at the bottom, and the thermo fan on the back will have to be unplugged. As well as the overflow, which goes down to the bottle there. Undo these bolts. This side took most of the hit. It leaks from there. I've still got the top hoses connected. So I've undone that, just so I can get to the top hose a bit easier. There's that little one on the back, needs pliers to undo that clamp. Just give them a wiggle to get it moving. The thermo fan has a little zip tie with a tab on it. You don't have to cut that one, you can just push the tab across and undo it a little bit. Just the back of the radiator. It's a zip tie there with the little, it's got a little tab on it so you can undo it, you don't have to cut it. Now I need to take these rubbers off because the new radiator didn't come with rubbers, and I've got to take the thermo fan off and put that on the new radiator as well. This is the new radiator. I went with an aftermarket one off eBay. So that's the genuine one and the one off eBay. Came with a new radiator cap as well. Put that aside so I can get these rubbers and the thermo fan and get them onto that. Get them rubbers back through the hole. Just like that. And get the thermo fan off the back. The fan. You need to get these pieces off as well. They just slip off, and that's all that comes off of that one. Now I need to put it all on the new one. Now when I put the thermo fan on here, don't know if you can see that, but the holes don't quite line up. This one here is fine, but because these ones are opposite each other, when you put a bolt through, put a bolt through that one as well. Not quite lining up. So what I will do, I'll file a little bit off that side of the hole and off that side of the hole, just to bring them a little bit closer together, because they only just don't line up. I just use the round file, just filed a little bit off that side, a little bit off that side, and checked it, make sure it's lined up. Now I'm going to slide these into place. These brackets for the thermo fan are a little bit thicker than the genuine one. I'm opening them with a screwdriver and hammer. make it a bit wider for the thicker mount, and then I'll put Allen key in there to bring it back down together on the other side. They don't sit that way very well. I'm coming in from a different angle. I'll do this to all three of them. The other side, you're better off coming in from the outside. Just make sure it's not rubbing on anything. Now for the rubbers. Just squeeze it, push one side through, and then just work the other side in. Now the lower mount is there. They're the upper mounts. This one got bent quite a bit. That one's bent a little bit. That's where they are. Slightly bent. That one bent quite a bit. The lower one is there. That seems to be okay. I know this is quite a crude way of straightening these, but that's all I've got. Now I'm going to put the radiator hoses on. Put the upper ones there, the overflow there, and that's the lower one. I'm going to put this little one on first. It's a more difficult one to get on. Oh, actually, I'll do the plug first. Get all these hoses back on. The top hose on the genuine one is quite a bit thinner than this one, so I'm having trouble getting the original hose onto that, the piece of pipe onto that one. That one is quite a bit larger as well, so that's going to take a little bit to get on. That pipe there is bigger than the standard one. That's the standard. I have a larger spring clamp. It's only a little bit bigger in size, but it has more to squeeze, so it'll open up bigger. I'm just pushing and wiggling that on. Now the top hose. And do up the clamp. Now for the two mounting bolts. Because this is a larger size, that one won't fit. I'm going to use the clamp that was from that other one there up on here. Just going to put a little bit of WD-40 on that one. Yep, I got it. Make sure that piece of hose that's coming off the thermo fan is sitting upward, not hanging down across the fan like this one is. Now for the lower one. I'm going to fill it up with coolant. I've got a funnel so don't spill it everywhere. Now I'm going to start it, warm it up and check for leaks. Thermo fan is running. There doesn't appear to be any leaks. I did take it out for a quick ride. It's all looking good. Now to put the plastics back on. Don't forget to plug your plug in for the display. Put them clips back in. The bolts on the guards. These are the same on both sides. One up behind the headlight, and it's the same on the other side as well. Two clips at the top. Wire goes in behind that one. Two of these go through at the bottom. Considering that radiator is about twice as thick as the original, it fits in there rather well. Make sure you keep an eye on the level on your overflow bottle. If there's any air bubbles in the system anywhere, it'll suck some more coolant up. So other than the two hose connections being a little bit larger, that radiator went in relatively well. A little bit of modification for the thermo fan. If you liked what you see, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you next time.